Nobody talks about how nervous you feel before your very first loan signing. I remember wondering if I was going to mess up. But today, I want to tell you exactly what I wish I had known on my first appointment before walking through that door. So, how I felt before that appointment. Oh my goodness. Okay, I was excited but nervous. I'm not gonna lie. I was getting so many signings because I signed up for the platforms, right? I entered all my credentials on the platforms and your girl was good to go. Okay. I was receiving a lot of signing requests, a lot, because it was busy. It was during COVID and I was scared. I was so scared. I admit it, guys. I was scared to accept my first signing. But once I did, and I finally had the courage to say, accept. And when they sent it to me, they said, you are assigned to the order. I was looking at my phone like, oh my God, there's no turning back now. It was a refinance. Okay. For those of you who have done refinances, you know it's a big package. It's thick. It's like this. Okay. So refinances are anywhere between 100 to 200 pages. Sometimes is 225 pages. Okay. This package was thick, guys. It was 200 pages. Okay. I started questioning myself. Can I do this? Will I be able to do this? Am I going to mess up? Oh my God. I can't even tell you guys. And it was the same day appointment. So I accepted it. And I think I had the appointment in 2 to 4 hours, something like that. So I had a little time to prepare, right? To print my documents, go through them, whatever. So I kept wondering, do I know enough? Am I ready? Oh my God. Did I go through the course? Did I practice enough? Guys, I went to the extreme. Well, they recommend this and I recommend it too. In the beginning, I bought the sticky tabs. So they sell sticky tabs in Walmart, Amazon, everywhere. I buy everything in Amazon that says sign here, initial here, notarize here. They're basically little sticky tabs that you would put in each page, especially when you have a thick 200 pages. I definitely recommend that you put sticky tabs in each page. So I went to the extreme to getting that. Okay. So it took me some time to go through each page and put the sticky tabs. So to make sure that I don't forget a signature, that I don't miss an initial, etc. All right. So I got the signing. I was scared. I was nervous. I was doubting myself. Nonetheless, I printed the documents. I remember it was 5 minutes from my house, a refinance, and it paid me like $125. Okay. I had my journal with me. Guys, TMI, your girl got sick to her stomach. That's how nervous I was. That's what happens to me. I was sick to my stomach. I went to the bathroom and I was like, oh my God, like I am really legit like nervous. I was that nervous. But nonetheless, I pushed through. I put all the documents, I printed them, I put the sticky notes, I put them in my notary bag. I think I have a picture. I'm gonna try to look for that picture, guys, and I'm gonna post it here. So preparing for the signing, right? Because you have to prepare, right, before the signing. So I was reading the instructions. That's another thing. When they assign you these signings, it's very, very important that you don't glance through it, especially when you're new, even if you're not. But read the specific instructions. They might have specific instructions for whatever, but it is your job to read it and to be aware. And if you don't want to forget, this is what I do. I get a sticky pad and I write it down on the sticky pad. Do they want black ink? Do they want blue ink? Do I have to collect a check? Do I have to scan these back within 2 hours? Does it have to make cutoff time today? Do they have to initial or fill out a specific document? Just things like that are very important that you could forget. I would read it and write it down in the sticky pad and put it on the very top of the whole package. Okay. So yeah, you're gonna read the instructions, and then you're gonna print the documents. Okay. That's another thing. Make sure that your printer is set up correctly. And if I were you, I would, do a test page print. So basically, print some documents that have legal and letter mixed, and make sure that your printer is working properly and everything before you even accept a signing, because that would create a big problem that I myself I have lived it. In the beginning, all the mistakes you can think of, I made them. All right. So you're going to make sure that they're printing correctly, legal papers printing legal, and letter papers printing letter. Okay. And what else do we have? Confirming with the borrowers. Yes. So as soon as you get assigned the order, they want you to confirm the appointment as soon as possible. Okay. Sometimes these companies, if you don't confirm the appointment in a timely manner, they remove you and give the signing to another notary because you haven't confirmed the appointment. So yeah, you got to call them, text them, and make sure you confirm it by text, verbally on the phone, and then you put it on the platform that it's confirmed. You confirm the address, everything. Make sure that all the borrowers are there. A lot of times I have shown up to signings and husband and wife are not there for whatever reason. And they're like, oh my God, they didn't tell me that my wife had to be here. And in my head, I'm like, it's common sense. When you bought the house, you did it together. But a lot of people, guys, they need to be reminded of these things. So I advise that you confirm everything as much as you know ahead of time so you won't run into any issues later on. This happened to me too. So after that, then you're going to pack your notary bag. Make sure you have everything. Okay. And their copies, I would confirm with them. Would you like a blank copy? You ask all these questions before the appointment. Okay. And another thing that I know it's extremely challenging in very busy cities like California, in my case, Orlando, it's so much traffic here, but it would be nice to arrive on time early. 10-15 minutes early is being on time, or, just be on time. And if you are running late, because it does happen, it happens to me, I always make sure that I contact them ahead of time when I already know that I'm running late for whatever reason from my previous appointment because of traffic, an accident, whatever. I call the signers and I let them know, because remember, guys, they could be taking time off of work. They could have an appointment later on, you know, who knows? Okay. But it is an inconvenience to arrive late and change the time of a signing, to which technically as notaries, we're not supposed to do, but just let them know as soon as possible.